welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be drugstore versus high-end makeup. So I've already done it. So which do you think is which? So comment down below and let's get into the video. So I picked two foundations. I picked one from Rimmel's. This is the Rimmel one and it's Rimmel's Match Perfection. This is the shade 010, which I think is the lightest shade. And then against it, I've got my MAC Face and Body Foundation. This is in the shade N1. Again, don't know if this is the lightest shade. I presume it's the lightest shade or one of the lightest shades because it's kind of pale. So, I'm going to put them both on with a beauty blender. And I'm going to start with this one. This side with drugstore and this side with high-end because I've got a few spots on this side, so that will test the high-end stuff because technically that should work better. So I'm going to take one side of my beauty blender and stick it in the foundation. So I will put up like a running tally of how much all of these products add up to. Okay, so I've just blended that drugstore foundation out, and that was this one. This one says that it's invisible coverage, visibly perfect skin. I would say it's even out my skin tone. It's not the most full coverage foundation, but yeah. Taking this foundation, which is the MAC one, and I'm just going to squirt out a little dot. So I think this one's darker because I did get it properly colour matched, and I bought this one like through the summer. I'm just going to put a bit more on. 5 by 10. By the way, sorry about the state of my hair this morning. Okay, so I've put both of the foundations on, and this has a much more skin-like finish, like it's much more dewy, but then I guess that's what they say. So I think they both kind of do what they say, so I haven't got anything to complain about either of them. And they are really great if you are looking for a cheap foundation, then that one definitely is very nice. Now for concealers, I didn't actually have a high-end concealer because I don't feel like at the moment I need it. So I've still got two different concealers. I've got my cheapest one and then my most expensive one. So I've got Collection Lasting Perfection and I've got Revolution Focus and Fix. These are both the lightest shades, but if you can see, the Revolution one's much darker, so they need to work out and get a nicer lightest shade. But yeah, I'll put this on the screen how much each of them are. But yeah, because I don't really have a high-end one of each, I'm just gonna roll and plop a little bit of concealer on. Feels weird like putting this on my high-end face side of my face. And then I'm going to put the Focus and Fix on. This was a t-shirt, but I pulled my sleeves up and it's not. Ew. Right. Straight away I'm noticing this is going to nothing, which is not very useful. And again I'm going to take my beauty blender to blend them out. Okay, so they both blended out pretty easily. I would say that the Revolution one blended out much more easier, but then that's because it's literally like putting water on your face. As you can see in the camera, I think this is such more illuminated, where this one is just a little bit like dead. So that's not very good. And I mean the price difference is about £2, so I definitely would suggest using the collection one. Is contour. So I'm going to do the most expensive side first. I'm going to do Hoola bronzer, because this is like my favourite bronzing product. I'm just going to take a little brush and just tap off any excess product. Wait, which has my expensive side? This side. Do it around my temple. So just about there. Okay. So that's, oh, it's weird not using it on my other side. So that is my expensive bronzer contour. So that's just warmed up my face nicely. I'm going to use cream contour for the other half because I don't have a contour that's cheap and apart from cream. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use a mixture of the dark bottom shades. In fact, all the dark shades in it, probably. Oh my god. Shade as Hoola. So I haven't put powder on my face where I'm putting this, so it should blend really easily. Blend in as we're going to get done. So these are very like kind of dry for cream products, which is obviously not very nice. And then I'm just going to do my temple. So I definitely think if you're going to use this palette, you definitely need like an oil base to make them a little bit more easy to move around, because they are quite dry. But it's not a bad contour look. So personally I do prefer my Hoola because it's so much easier. But if you get 8 shades, light and dark, I mean we're not using the light today, but for the dark, that's pretty good. So now sticking with the cream theme on this cheek, we are going to go in with a liquid highlighter. I said that real funny. Highlighter. So we are going to be using this, which is called the Highlights. Now this is very, very, very identical to Benefit's High Beam. We're going to be using it against Becca Moonstone. This is like I think I paid $38 for this because I bought it in America. So it's a little bit pricey. So I think I'm just going to do this one first and then we'll worry about cream. I'm just going to put it on this cheek. So it's not at all chunky, it's quite like shimmery, which is very nice. Super easy to blend. Basically I haven't got a bad word to say about it. So it comes on this little brush and I'm just going to go, then I'm going to take a little eyeshadow brush and blend it out. Right, this has such a nice glow to it. However, it's really difficult to blend. Like, I don't know, it just kind of, wherever you draw it on with the little knob, it doesn't blend, which is not very nice. So I've got my Makeup Revolution Redemption Palette Iconic 3. I always feel like I chip my teeth opening these. That's what this one looks like. This doesn't have a mirror in, which is kind of like, what are you doing? And then everybody knows what my Urban Decay palette looks like. But this is my Naked 2 palette. Now I know the Makeup Revolution one is a copy of the Naked 3, but I don't have the Naked 3 and I didn't want to have, like, I literally decided to film this morning. You need to test. No. Ew. That's super chalky.
No, no,
So this is a very beautiful shade. However, it's got quite chunky glitter in, which I'm not too gassed about. Also, it's really like crumbly and really loosely like packed together. It's a very nice eyeshadow palette. I just think you can't beat your good old Naked too. So got to be this one for the win. Sorry. The Same Glow Super Cat with the Black Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. This eyeliner, however, it's not as black as I like. No, but that didn't go that badly, to be fair. It's just, that's just me doing eyeliner. For the black, yeah, I do prefer the more expensive one. I used to use Drugstore eyebrow pencils because I was not going to spend all my money on the expensive stuff. But the only eyebrow stuff I've ever found to suit me colour wise is the expensive stuff. So at the moment I use Anastasia, but I'm going to test a Rimmel one. So I'm just going to use my Rimmel one first. Okay, it needs sharpening. Let's not sharpen it. Yeah, overall, I just think that the expensive eyebrow pencils, you're paying for the colour. So I'm going to be taking this one, which is Rimmel's Asia versus Velvet Teddy. So guys, which side do you think is better? Make sure to comment that down below. Also like and subscribe, and yeah.